Okay, so this would be a reassembly of the slide for the Kahr CW9. Once you get all the cosmoline off of it, I did that yesterday actually. It was dipped in cosmoline. That stuff was everywhere. I cleaned it out. It still looks like it needs a little bit more cleaning, but I don't care. It's clean enough. I haven't fired it yet, so I won't worry about it. Okay, first things first, we're going to put the safety, the firing pin safety block back in. So that's the direction it's going to go in. If you see that, with the spring towards the top, and this little notch is going to be towards us, or towards the center of the gun, and just kind of slides in there. Make sure it's seated in there, it's not being blocked, it's got nice good spring tension on it. Next we're going to put our extractor in, similar to the Glock. The little notch right there is going to go towards the bottom of the slide. You have a little hole in the slide that this part's going to go in, so just drop that in. Drop that in, so it'll just stay in there. Just kind of have your finger on it so it doesn't go taking off on you. Then you have the push rod, which is kind of like a half moon cut into it. That's going to go in. So you remember how that goes and sits on top of the plunger or extractor like that. So this is going to go in this direction. Now if you get it close to where it needs to be, if you get it close to the position it needs to be, it'll just kind of correct itself. So don't worry about how you're going to line them up, just kind of get it in there. And then we're going to put our spring in there, which will push that down, and then the plunger will go in after that. Alright, so there we go. It's in, it corrected itself. Okay, so that's in. Then we're going to put our firing pin in. So once you've got it all cleaned out, don't lube it too much, doesn't need too much lube. A little bit, very small amount, whatever's left on your hands, just kind of rub it around it. Push the safety down, and that'll go in. Once that's in, we're going to put our spring and our plunger in, like that. Okay, so once the plunger and the spring are in, we can start the butt plate. I just set that in the rails just to get it started. And then what I do, I use my thumb to push that in. You can use the butt of a punch if you needed to. Don't use the head, because this is plastic and it might screw it up, so just use something big and heavy. So I use my thumb. I'm going to push that down. I'm going to support this with the other thumb. I'm going to support the back plate with my other thumb as I'm pushing down. I don't want it all to just go all over the place. So once it clears that, push it down till I get it in the hole. Alright, see, it's in now. Then we're going to use a 3/32 punch, and we're going to push down the plunger. So put that on there, push that in. Alright, it's in, and then just kind of work your way up. A little bit of pressure to the right, a little bit of pressure to the left, and then just kind of work it straight up in the channel till it clicks in. Once it clicks in, you are in. You are ready to go. Check your Safeties, make sure everything's good. Plunger. Yep, the extractor's got tension on it. That's good. Alright, just put it back together. We'll put our barrel in first. It's in. The spring, again, 20-pound spring. So what I do, it's a two-handed affair. I kind of grab it from both sides so I have a really nice, firm, secure hold on it. And just push it in. Just make sure you don't put too much pressure on it to crimp the spring. Get it in there. Alright, that's in. Nice and straight. Alright. Then put the slide on the frame. Now with it back, we're going to put a little bit of pressure on it. Lost the slide stop. It fell on the ground. Alright, so once the slide's on the frame, you want to just give it a little bit of pressure backwards, not too much, just a little bit. Similar to a 1911. Again, keep in mind, this is pretty sharp. If you let it go too far up, it's called idiot scratch on a 1911. You're going to scratch your slide. So just kind of get that started. It's not going to go all the way in. You're going to have to move it back a fraction of an inch, just a small amount, and it'll just kind of fall right in. And we just want to line it up. And once we line it up, again, we're going to line up the two notches. Once the notches are lined up, it goes right in. So okay, this is a spent 9mm case. I haven't had 9mm long enough to have owned snap caps, and seems like everybody around me is out of snap caps. So Midway USA was sold out of them too. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower that forward. Alright, so pull the trigger. Okay, got a click, and move it back just enough. And the extractor's working, and we have a reset and another shot. Okay, so we are done. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions. Alright, see ya.